What's going on, YouTube? I just went live on Facebook. Now I'm going live on YouTube. Uh, just wanted to update you guys from the things I've been seeing on YouTube and stuff like that. I'm gonna be tuning in to all the stuff that's been uploaded as well. I saw some stuff being uploaded by BDA Boxing, Thunderdome Boxing. I'm trying to keep up with everybody. Artorias Boxing as well. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to everybody that he shouted out for us to check out when it comes to his page and whatnot. He shouted out a bunch of pages. I want to thank him here on camera, and I want people to know that Artorias Boxing is doing a great job, and everything is starting to smooth out now that the big fight is coming along, and everybody's starting to post. So I'm just trying to go over some of the things that's been said on YouTube. I want to start with Garcia Porter. There's a ton of things on Twitter, so please stay updated with Twitter, because Twitter is where the machine is at. That's where everybody's at when it comes to boxing and talking about real shit. If you pay attention to what Garcia and Porter what's going on with those guys, the two channels you want to check out is the Boxing Voice and Fight Hype. My man Sean Zittle is doing an amazing job with the Porter gym. He's been going in there. Shout out to Sean Zittle. And when it comes to the Boxing Voices, of course, Nestor Gibbs. Both have been pretty extraordinary. When it comes to the Garcia camp, it's more about Angel. You know, he's not happy with the political stuff that happened in the past. Obviously, that's the past. He's not trying to stay focused on it, but it still comes up, and it's something that they had to deal with, because Danny usually beats, when he does beat a fighter, he usually beats them pretty easy. The ones that he's had troubles with, a lot of hardcores have basically scratched it off as a loss. So there's that, but you know, he's got that ghost in the dark when it comes to Keith Thurman and whatnot, and he's trying to figure out how he's gonna beat Sean Porter. So they've been sparring and training for that fight. Obviously, that's a big fight. You know, it's happening in a week or so, and it's pretty important because it happens right before Triple G and Canelo, and a lot of people are gonna want to watch it. So I think it's going to be either on Sky Sports or Box Nation. That's what I saw, or BT Sports or something like that. I saw that on Twitter. Look out for that. And then you got the Porter side, which is not happy about all the testing. So if you check out Fight Hype, you're going to see some interviews that Sean Porter did, and I don't think it was Sean Zittle, but regardless of the fact. Porter spoke about how he was tested 6 times within 2 weeks, so 3 times each week, and from what they were saying, it was almost less than 2 weeks. Kenny Porter's not happy, and he's wanting to find out if Danny's getting the same treatment. So that's very important as well. But I find that very interesting, you know. So they got 2 sides. This is what was said. They got 2 sides testing Porter. That's what he said. They got the VADA side, which has to do with WBC, and then they also have the USADA side, which I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand why these guys can't just share information, or why can't they just have one drug testing thing and just put a hold on all this extra shit, because you're drug testing him almost as if he's going to do something dangerous or something bad. I think it's a little excessive, but I'm not used to knowing exactly how much they test. I would assume that twice a week or once a week within a training camp. I would assume once a week is fine. I don't think you should go more than that. Like, come on. These guys are basically saying you're ruining our sparring sessions, you're ruining our days, because they need to replenish after they make a move like that, after they get drug tested and stuff like that. They need to reset and stop that day from doing any sparring, any kind of workouts and stuff like that. So that sucks, you know. And I can agree with that. If it's 3 times in a week, that's excessive. It's excessive. You know, you got one drug testing place doing it twice, and another one doing it once. You know, and it's right after he, you know, right as he's getting ready for like training and sparring like that. There's no organization. There's just, you know, people like, damn, man, trying to figure out, you know, how we're gonna get ready for this fight. So, you know, it's whack. You know, that the whole thing sucks. So I also wanted to go over the stuff that's going on with Triple G and Canelo, of course. Canelo has tweeted that he thought that Triple G was crying over the fact that they wanted, because Triple G and his team has been saying that they want to change dressing rooms because the Canelo team is too loud. They're making too much noise. I don't know what the hell's going on, but they're making too much noise. They also complain about the gloves. They also complain about the wraps. They complain about his beard. You know, and Canelo was laughing at that because he was saying that they cry about everything. Now, the whole thing with the boxing gloves, not the wraps, but the boxing gloves, that's pretty interesting too, because if you check out Zicana Boxing on YouTube, she interviewed Tom Loeffler. Now, she goes and interviews Tom Loeffler, and she asks him about the boxing gloves. She says, hey, what's going on with the boxing gloves? So they were told that Eddie Reynoso had made these gloves with Canelo, and they were a new brand of boxing gloves, right? And they said they were going to use it. So the way Tom Loeffler implied it was that he created these gloves, and they said they were going to use it, and they thought that nothing was going to be said. They were going to be okay, and then that's it. But what happened was that Abel was like, okay, you're gonna use these gloves. I want to have a meeting, and I want to see these gloves, and I want to inspect them myself. So from Tom Loeffler's interview with Zicana Boxing, he said that after that was said, Eddie Reynoso canceled the meeting and just said, we're going to use different gloves now, which I find fishy. I find kind of weird, but at the same time, maybe he's just done with Abel. Maybe he's just done with the whole Triple G team, and they're just done dealing with them. But that's both sides perspective. You know, you got Tom saying, I don't know why the fuck, you know, they wanted to use it, and then now they don't want to use it. So I found that very interesting. I didn't know about the dressing room. The beard is a little fishy. Someone on Facebook, Mac, he said that he could be hiding PED acne under the beard. Pretty interesting. Never thought about that. Bunch of things. Here, Foul Pole Boxing says Canelo is looking for every advantage, legal or not. I agree with that because, you know, you got all this stuff with Adelaide Bird. You got the beard. You got the knee surgery, which was strange. You know what I'm saying? The knee surgery happened right after he popped positive, so maybe he didn't pop positive, but he needed the knee surgery. But in my observation, I was telling Altorius Boxing as well, that the knee surgery came in almost as if that happened during the fight, and he thinks that it's a weakness when it comes to the fight. So he's almost like blaming himself, but he's like saying, you know what, I got to get the surgery in order to fight you again because I need time. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many weird things, and all these things will be answered if everything goes right and there's a fair fight. Guys, they're changing out the referee. They're not using Kenny Bellis anymore. They're using Benji Estevez Jr. Thank you, bro. No doubt. And I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated as much as possible. Yeah, shout out to Foul Pole Boxing. Anybody that's on the page, check him out. Anybody that's watching this back, check him out. We got a bunch of guys on here now, and I think that that's very dope. We're combining all the stuff that's going on Twitter, and we're trying to keep everybody updated. And obviously, we're vlogging. We're just saying what we gotta say. But yeah, from all the stuff in the past, when it comes to Canelo 1, Canelo Triple G 1, there's a lot of things that happened. There was an article talking about how they tried to contact Tony Weeks, and they put him in the raffle for the fight. They were like, yo, we're gonna put Tony Weeks as the ref, and Tom Loeffler attested that. He's like, yo, no, thank you. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want anything to do with him, because what happened with Kovalev and Ward was disgraceful, and it's a black eye on boxing. We don't want anything to do with that guy. So they were almost okay with Robert Byrd, which is Adelaide Byrd's husband. But then the commission second thought it, and they were like, we don't think that's a good idea, so we're not going to go with that. So then, this guy, what's his name, Benji Estevez is going to be doing the refereeing for this fight. Now, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, YTBC, but Benji is more known of refereeing the smaller weight classes, more like Roman Gonzalez and guys like that. Maybe even under 140, like just only doing under 140, because he's a pretty short guy. But fair is fair, right? If he's a fair referee, there's no BS is going to happen. The only thing that's weird that I see for the Triple G side is that they got Dave Moretti, and Dave Moretti has given out some pretty awful cards in the past. So, there's always going to be something going on. It's Vegas, T-Mobile Arena, Golden Boy. Oscar's brought in a lot of money to this city before, Canelo was even around. We're talking about when Oscar fought, Cesar Chavez and all these guys, the greats, Shane Mosley, whatever. So yeah, there's two A-sides basically fighting. I think Gennady could be playing a little bit of mind games, but at the same time, it's granted, like he should be, because Golden Boy's doing the same. You got Bernard Hopkins in the crowd screaming and shit like that. You got a whole bunch of things going on. A bunch of history could be broken. Let's hope that things go fairly. You know what I'm saying? We also got Amir Khan fighting on the same day as Garcia versus Porter. That's pretty interesting to see what happens after that fight. There's talks of Mikey Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. They're being taken serious. Dazn is trying to stay in contact with Manny Pacquiao, and I think they're trying to give him some money. And he might have put out some fake news 2-3 weeks ago to make people calm down about Manny Pacquiao, but he said in the past that Manny Pacquiao basically wanted a lot of money because he wants to fight overseas, and they were saying that we don't have that money, but he could have put out some fake news, and then maybe they could finesse some wordplay for us, and he might sign with Dazn. Who knows? He might do some management agreements with Dazn, Eddie Hearn. So I think that's pretty interesting. I want to give a shout out to everybody that was posted on Artorias Boxing. Shout out to the YouTube page, the YouTube pages and stuff like that. I want to emphasize on that shout out, because I thought that was really dope. I think we should all get more recognition and continue to work hard when it comes to boxing and stuff, and putting out great updates and honest news. I want to shout out all those guys. Let me try to go on more profile so I could single-handedly shout those guys out. Also, I want to reiterate what was said on Twitter as well. I did predict that they were gonna pick Robert Byrd. Okay, so there's Thunderdome Boxing, True School Sports, UCN Live, Motivedia Boxing, Boxing Now, BDA Boxing, Matthew Faults, Michael W. Stott, and Fight Hub TV. That's the only thing that's on this graphic, but I know that there was plenty more. There's like 18 people or something like that. It was like 18 minutes of, I don't remember. It was like a lot of YouTube pages. And Artorias has been putting out so much stuff that like some of my stuff is starting to mix. So I think one of his videos was 18 minutes or something. It had predictions in it. That was dope. Shout out to Artorias again. And yeah, man. Just wanna keep it going, man. That's all I have for the moment. If I missed anything, please let me know. Comment, subscribe, like, share. You know, put on your Facebook group page. My thing is ADM Boxing as well. So whenever I interview boxers, I put that on that page. So if you want to check out that page, go ahead. There's plenty of raw footage of me in boxing gyms, or not me but like me filming in a boxing gym, and I'm just asking questions. I've interviewed Jesse Vargas, Ricardo Lopez, and a few other guys, some trainers and stuff like that. Nothing too major. I'm trying to see what I can do for on Monday. I'm trying to get an interview on Monday, and I'll be updating you guys with that. If everything goes clear, I will put it on this channel, and I'll put it on the ADM Boxing channel as well. But yeah, check me out, man. I got some more stuff coming along. I've done some stuff with Thunderdome. I've done some stuff with Brendan Taylor. Check out the page from Brendan Taylor from True School Sports. Yeah, and let's just collab. Let's just keep collabing and just keep everything going. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay busy. So until next time, let's try to keep boxing alive. And this is Raf representing here from the YTBC. I'm out here in Vegas, and I'm gonna try to keep informing you guys with more news from the Golovkin and Canelo side and stuff like that. If I have any news on Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that, I'll update you guys. So until next time, guys, peace, take care, and let's try to keep boxing alive. Peace.